Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. Last episode, for the first time in the entire series, we invested in enhancing our reliquary. Specifically, we put 100 points into synergy, which gives us a 100%, I guess, overflow bonus, you can kind of call it. Your creatures gain 1% per rank of your relic's stat bonuses, even when not attuned to a creature. So we took it all the way to 100, so 1% per rank. 100 ranks takes it to 100. I don't know if I feel significantly stronger, but I mean, I don't feel weaker, so at least there's that. I mean, that wouldn't be a great... It wouldn't be a great thing to invest resources in something that actually made you weaker, you know? That would be the opposite of what you want. But probably it is having an effect, but not a, huge effect. Which makes sense, right? You want incremental sort of things that'll push your build maybe beyond its limits a little bit, and not something that just completely turns the entire game into a joke. So that's probably the idea with those reliquary upgrades, is that they're a way for you to, throw extra resources into if you have nothing else to spend on, or if you're really weak on some particular thing, maybe they can help you shore up your build a little bit, but not necessarily a substitute for having a good build. So, makes sense to me. So, the other thing that we've been doing for a while is we've been doing god spawn missions. And we're going to keep doing them until all the god spawns are summoned, and we have our bestiary finally fully complete. We're just going to be continuing to do that until it is done. It's going to take quite a while. We're only about halfway through. One thing I should have checked before I jumped into another realm is got to make sure we have, we do have all of the hearts for both of the god spawns that we are currently working on. So what are we dealing with in this realm? We're dealing with a pretty easy realm from the looks of it. Pretty easy realm. Alright. Alright, we gotta destroy spore plumes. I'm not sure what realm object it's referring to. Is it these things? Is it these things? No? What's a spore plume? I guess we'll know it when we see it. Possibly? Question mark. Anyway, let's just move through the realm as normal. Just, doing our usual explorations, seeing what good stuff we find. And, just moving on. And not trying to get, too wrapped up in trying to figure out every little detail in this game. Because that'll just get you bogged down. Alright, let's keep on going here. So do we have... I should have handed in my Rune of Prophecies. I'll do it when I get back. The reason I'll do it when I get back is because I don't want to wait like potentially 7 more realms, making no prophecy progress. I should have actually handed it in at the end of last episode. I don't know why I didn't. By now you would think that I would know what a foolish proposition it is to trust my future self to actually remember to do something at the start of the next episode. You would think, after hundreds of episodes of the series, that I would have learned my lesson, but evidently you'd be wrong. You would be so wrong. Anyway, let's not worry about it. All we do is we lose like one realm worth of progress. And really, strictly speaking, one could argue, like, why would the game even give you an objective and then make it so that it's not worthwhile completing it? You could argue that it's the game's fault for even giving you that, and you know, it's unreasonable to expect the player to manually keep track of such things. And I agree. When you say it that way, it turns out it wasn't my fault after all. I'm glad we've reached an agreement that I was not to blame. Fuck this guy, man. Why are you coming back? Go away. Anyway, let's just continue through this realm. We have a master to fight. We have some bats to kill. We have 2 more bat cards to obtain before we can complete the bat set. And let's just see if perhaps we can make any progress on that over the course of this episode. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's see. Where are these, like, spore things? Because we haven't found a single one. And now I'm starting to get a little bit worried. What are they? It's not these things. It's not that. It's not these rocks. What do you? Am I missing something? Oh no, it's those mushroom things. Okay, never mind. Oh fuck, these guys, man, come on. It's those mushroom things. Alright. I see it. Alright. No well, no. I lied. There is a haunted golem. With my rabid dementia macros, I should make a list of some common resurrection-related traits in the game. Such as, hell fucking yeah! What a good start. What a good start. And the downside is that completely derailed what I was the thought that was trying to work its way through my mind. Dude, I have a hard enough time articulating myself even without getting interrupted. What I was gonna say was, I should make a list of some of the really bad resurrection-related enemy traits, and I should add sort of line items to the hey, we can summon a Mogwai. We should do that when we get home. So for instance, the haunted golem that will resurrect, or there's a certain Fey enemy with dead. The trait is called dead butterflies. Yeah, the Asclepius? I don't even know what that is, but yeah. So I should make a list of those, and then in my I don't want to edit it. I just want to take a look at it. In my Rabbit Dimension macro, I should add like a couple individual line items that says if enemy has trait Dead Butterflies, cast Fire Devil's Rage. If enemy has the Haunted Golem trait, cast Fire Devil's Rage. And then that would, like, it would take a bit of effort up front, but it would also make the game more convenient in the long run, because there'd be fewer instances where there's a manual, like, fiddling around required. Right. I believe the Pulse Bat should be the final bat, right? Whose card we do not have. Yeah. Yeah. So we've already found one card for the episode, and one card is all it takes to make me happy. So even if we find nothing else, even if we find nothing else, God, the game's running a bit slow. Ooh, the goblet is full. The game's running slow. Oh no, and I'm gonna have to. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to pause the game to deal with the goblet as well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and just end the recording and start a new recording. Maybe doing it, you know, this one time will be fine. Okay, no, the game seems to be speeding up again. Okay. I was a little bit worried because it's been very humid lately, so I was thinking that maybe that was the issue, but no, it looks like maybe Windows was just doing something in the background. But this does make me very nervous about, oh God, about pausing OBS. Oh God, why? It's so slow. What's going on, man? Maybe don't. Yeah, like, you see how slow this is? This is insane. This is actually ludicrous. Okay, so I need to hang on. I'm gonna open up a task manager, potentially just slow the game even more. But like, what's using up all my CPU? Oh, there is a Windows thing. Windows modules installer worker is using up literally half of my CPU right now. Okay. So there is some Windows stuff going on in the background. You know what? At least now we know. Oh God, that's so bad. This Windows. I thought like this Windows stuff was supposed to happen outside of peak hours. Does, like, it's 9:22 p.m. Does Windows, like, is Windows under the impression that I go to sleep at 9 in the evening, and that this is a good time to run an installer that is so resource intensive that it's causing Siralim Ultimate to move at a snail's pace? Well, whatever it is. Oh my God, this is awful. Oh God. What is your problem, Windows? Why are you like this? Why? Let me take another look. You know, yeah, literally the same, you know, let me look this up. Windows modules installer worker. It's, yeah, I mean, it's part of the Windows module, like the Windows update service. Hi, yeah, and naturally the first forum result written by like an actual person says Windows modules installer worker high CPU usage. High CPU usage on Microsoft Community. Okay, yeah. I think we're just gonna have to wait for it to be done with whatever the fuck it's doing. It's man. Okay, I think its CPU usage is dropping down. It's okay. I think we should be fine. I think we should be fine mostly. There might be some like residual stuff that it's got to take care of, but mostly we should be fine. Okay, are we done? Well, there are 3 enemies, or any of them gonna be pulse bats? Because those are the ones we are farming now. You are okay. Your friends just gave me their card. Perhaps you want to give me your card? Like, perhaps you want to give me your card? Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's head home. We've got a project to hand in. We've got a goblet to hand in. But before we hand in either of those, I'm gonna hand in my rune of prophecies, because I am not waiting until we complete this assassination mission. That's gonna take too long. Like, too long of sitting there and doing literally nothing else. So I'm gonna hand this in. 9 lines, whatever. We could have gotten 12. Instead, we only get 9. That's kind of the deal when... hey, okay, this time it's asking us to do another assassination mission. Fuck off, but it's asking us to do 2 experiments. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? I'm not even gonna do 1, because I'm not waiting 20 rounds. Fuck this. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to fight a god as well. We're gonna fight Perdition. We'll do that just now. Keyforge missions, 2 Keyforge missions. That is doable. That is doable. Siralim and everything else should be fine. Nature creatures, life creatures. Sounds good. All right. Well, first things first, let's collect some more piety. And again, when we have 500,000 and a bit, we'll invest in something else at the reliquary, the other bonuses on offer. Right. Well, let's roll this a couple times. Is there anything to talk about while I roll? Anything major related to the series? If I can't think of anything, I'll pause. Can't really think of anything. No, I think we're just in a kind of steady groove for now, where we're just gonna be going all the way, getting all of the god spawns summoned, and in the process fully completing our bestiary, at least for now. New creatures are no doubt going to be added in the upgrade, but at least the current set of creatures will be complete. And once that is done, then we'll start ascending some of the other specializations. And I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna want to do that. Like, am I gonna want to show it? Because I guess we'll show it for the first couple, and we'll see how it feels. And if it, because it's gonna get very repetitive. I'm gonna use the same cheesy tactics for all the specializations, which is to say, I'm gonna use the like custom Gate of the Gods party, you know, the one from the Steam community guide that I linked a few times, or I'll be using the Fermented Hops party. And between those two, they can kill any god with relative ease. So if I'm killing every single god, just alternating between those two parties, it's gonna... eventually it's gonna get pretty repetitive. So I'll have to think about whether I want to show like every single fight in the ascension process, or whether I'll just skip it or off-screen it, or just speed it up and show show the highlights. Like, what even would be the highlights? The highlights would be just showing you the rewards you get at the end. Yeah. Anyway, this is taking quite a while. I guess it's evening out because the last time around we got the animator back on this list pretty quickly. This time it's taken quite a while, and at least it's giving you a sense of how long it can take if you want to roll the Goblet of Trials to a specific specialization. Oh god, and they're probably gonna add even more specializations in the new upgrade. So it's gonna become even harder to do. Oh no. I mean, then they should add like a fourth specialization. You know, instead of 3, it should be 4. I think that would be a nice compromise. Oh my god, dude, this is taking so long. I was really hoping it would just happen. I was really hoping it would just happen, and then I wouldn't have to pause and go off screen, because especially with Windows doing strange stuff in the background, I don't want to take the risk of OBS also acting up. Oh my god, please just do this. Just do this, dude. 20 minutes have gone by, and well, not 20 minutes of this, like we did a whole realm, but quite a few minutes have gone by of just doing this. There we go, finally. Finally done. Now I can hand in this. God spawn Linta. Linta is one that we just did. Now we do Mumu, who we can get from Fryden, and who we will go and get just now, or at least the material required for Mumu in where the dead ships dwell. Alright. And let's buy the heart of Mumu. And let's not accidentally buy more than one, because that would be bad. Alright. They have the shelled buff, which means probably my macro will cause us to dispel it, assuming my Dread White doesn't beat us to it. I guess we'll see what happens. They're fused with grimoires, which is a fairly unproblematic creature for them to be fused with. I have no problem with it. It's a, I believe, spellcasting oriented race, and we just have everybody silenced pretty much constantly, or at least at the start of battle, which, given that most battles are only going to last for one turn, basically means all enemies are going to be silenced all the time, except for the ones that either are resisting the silence, meaning the ones in boss fights or like quasi-boss fights, or if the realm property, or if there's a realm property that's allowing them to resist. Right. Please just die. Yeah, I mean, at this point, if they had a way to take it out of the game, they probably would have taken it out. Those corpse explosions that are just going off on empty ground and not doing anything to anybody. I imagine if there was a way to stop that from happening, like especially you see those with champion elites, because they're immune, but then the explosions go off not just on them but on all the other creatures who are already dead, right? So just, I don't know, just doesn't, I mean, it obviously doesn't make sense, but it might be the case that just because of the way the game is coded, there's no good way for the game to make it so that only those actions happen that seem to subjectively make sense to humans, and it just has to allow everything to happen in a certain sequence because that's how its scripting works. And any attempt to change it would either straight up be impossible, or would make the game way more clunky, or would introduce other glitches. All of these are potential options. Yep, we are dispelling the shell, which is good. Okay. Oh boy. Fuck these guys, man. Instantly, you know something's going wrong when you're beating everybody else. Hey! I was gonna say, you know something's going wrong when you're beating everybody else in one turn, and then all of a sudden, there's an enemy that's only taking a small amount of damage. Okay, we gotta take a picture of this. This shimmering jewel of rarity 238. Because I'm gonna be recycling it at the end of the episode. And so, yeah. In addition to Rune of Prophecies and the Goblet of Trials, this has now become a pretty good source of income, of propriety income for us. Just getting rid of nether stones that we know we're not going to use. And now that piety can actually go into stuff that makes us stronger, which is pretty good. Right, so we'll get some treasure out of you. Alright. Let's take out the Revenant Master. Well, first let's do this. Secondly, let's do a bit of this. Thirdly, let's just try and win. Is anybody gonna try and resurrect? No. That's good. That's our 8th victory. I should have probably... Hey! Bravely Inspired. What is this? 25% of its stats. Does that include health? Because if it doesn't include health, I don't care. If it does include health, then that is amazing. Because well, first of all, anything that boosts health is just a really good thing to have. And also because it should also work with feign death, right? I would imagine. Any on-death effect. Yeah, any on-death effect should happen if you cast feign death. Any on-death effect that your creatures already have. That is slated to happen when they die. Should happen when you cast feign death. That's an interesting one. But it's interesting, but I would have it on my Dread White if I had it on anybody, and my Dread White I think has other things that I would rather the Dread White should keep. Anyway, let's just keep going through. 4 more enemies, 2 of them right here. Oh, you know what? I should have summoned some nature creatures and life creatures. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Alright, so, is there any reason to go anywhere else in this realm? I don't think so. Let's just go for the exit. Although I think the last enemies are going to be close by. Yeah, both of them right here. So let's take them out. Alright. New realm. Oh, we gotta go back home for this one. Because we are about to fight Saint Althea again. About to fight Saint Althea. And that means we need to switch out our anointments. So which ones should we leave off? Maybe Singleton? Yeah, let's leave off Singleton and let's put on Shadowbringer, Arrogance is Confidence. By the way, one reason I'm hitting Saint Althea is because all of the anointments on this page you can only get from Saint Althea, including some really nice blight related things. So this one's pretty good. And probably a couple more of them are nice. I believe through Saint Althea you can also, exclusively through her, you can get cleric anointments. And there are a few cleric anointments that would be nice to have. Lenience, I really want lenience. Some of the other ones could be nice as well. Overheal would be nice to have. And I think she also has paladin anointments, and I don't have any of these. Although, now that I'm looking at these, Perseverance might not be bad. Yeah, so there's some really nice anointments that you can only get through Saint Althea, and I nearly went in without even putting in the most important thing, which is that anointment. Right. Alright, let's let's... Let's do this any second now. I feel like a disturbingly high percentage of this episode has just been me sitting and rolling different things, whether it's this or the goblet. You know what? It's finally done, and we're gonna go back into the arachnid nest. And let's see how this goes. How are we for time? We're at 35 minutes, alright. It's decent. Quite a bit of time left to go in the episode. What are we looking at in this round? Oh, fuck off, man. Chance to resist damage. So this is going to be a pretty annoying realm. Because the boss is obviously also going to have this. Alright. Have we donated? You know what, let's go ahead and buy another key. And now we just gotta kill all of these dudes. And gotta remember, don't summon anybody at the candle. Top of the timeline, yeah. Lovely, lovely loot bonus for that one. One punch to take out that mimic. I gotta make sure I don't summon anybody at the candle because this is a false god realm. Need to summon... this is a horrible roll. I'll give you more attack. Alright, let's take out the Leech Master. Are they blighted? Let's blight them just to be safe. You know what? Let's do it like this. Like this. And then like this. And then we just win. We just win. Easy fight. 7 enemies remain. As tempting as it is to do some candle farming, we can't, at least not right now. Immune to attack damage, I'll take it. 3 debuffs, I'll take it. And let's continue down here. Six more enemies. Get some loot out of you. 7 more enemies, and I'll be summoned somebody else by interacting with that shrine. Is anybody down here? I really hope not. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so 6 more enemies. And then we gotta track down the false god. Take these guys out. And take you out. Hey, netherstone just lying on the ground. I've got to take a picture of this one. Nice little bonus. I wonder if netherstones that are just lying on the ground are also subject to things that affect your chance of finding netherstones. Or if those percentages only apply to... Hell yeah! Or I was gonna say if those percentages only apply to finding netherstones in loot. As you can see, another good thing you can find in loot is cards, and this is our second card of the episode. So it's already been a very successful episode. As I mentioned, even a single card is enough to make me very happy, and this is now enough to make me very double happy, if that even makes sense. You'd think that there's probably some, you know, diminishing marginal utility of finding cards that, you know, if you find one card, you're happy, but then the more of them you find, the less special it gets, but no. It just never diminishes, it always produces the exact same amount of blissful euphoria, which is one thing I love about this game. The rarity of the special kinds of loot is in the exact sweet spot that finding that stuff is always gonna be something that'll make you happy. Right, so the false god did spawn before we talk to her, even though there's no chance of her killing us. Let's just take a look around the realm, make sure everything's fine, and now let us go inside and let's take her out. So we have a lot of debuffs, which means we should get rid of them with a nice little dispel, and you know what, let's do a similar thing to what we did last time. A few of us lost our turns, so we're not going to be able to get the same amount of crazy turn 1 buffs that we did last time, but you know what, let's get as much as we can. And let's remember that she is immune to attack damage. You know what, I'm a little nervous at everybody's low level of health, so I'm just going to do that, and now I'm going to do all of this one more time. I don't think she's gonna survive this. Something tells me she's probably not gonna survive this. But let's just check. All right, she had the 28% chance, but the it's a double cast spell, so the second cast killed her. Right, nothing in this chest. Nothing in this chest, and do we get any of the 3 or 4 anointments that I singled out as things that I wanted? That could be interesting. No. More defense sounds good, but damage reduction is what I... this is one of the ones that I wanted. So, you know, Perseverance seems like a really good damage reduction to have, especially if you have a reliable way to... Hell fucking yeah! A third card in the episode, let's go! Bunny Devil. And we get some Nature Guild reputation. And we unlock just a straight up damage bonus. How many devil cards are we at? 5 out of 8. God, man, this is shaping up to be such a good episode. We have to kill some life creatures, so I won't kill all of them, but I'm gonna summon a few of these to kill as I walk towards the exit. Was that all the life creatures? Oh no, there's plenty more. I completed the thing for killing candle enemies, right? Also, I should point out how enemies are invisible, but the fact that we're using Rabid Dementia completely renders that a non-issue. Because Rabid Dementia means... I think the implication is that the creature is just flailing out, hitting enemies at random. But then it doesn't matter if enemies are hiding or not, if somebody's just gonna just barge in and start, like, punching everything, and just... You know, the first random target you hit is the thing that you do damage to. So, you know, sucks for these enemies. Against many other builds, invisibility would be pretty much like you'd have to dispel the invisibility before you could do anything to them at all. But with these guys, it's a bad time for them. As much as I said I wouldn't kill all of them, it's quick enough to kill enemies, and the realm is decently enough laid out that I will kill all of the ones that I summoned, just to give myself a few extra chances to get the card and also get more progress towards this this thing. In fact, it should be done before we leave the realm, so there's that as well. There is that as well. 4 more enemies. 2 of them right there. Alright, so there's that prophecy completed. I should also do the gambling when I head back. There's one more. I don't... Oh, he's all the way there. You know what? I'm in a generous kind of mood. I'll go out of my way a little bit. Really shouldn't have wasted my time on this guy, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So let's head home because we've got a few things to do. Project to hand in. New bounty to set. Should we just keep doing Saint Althea? I really want that one thing, the you take less damage for each buff you have. That seems like another really good damage reduction anointment to have in the back pocket. So, you know what? I think I'll do one more bounty on Saint Althea, and then maybe we'll, you know, for the sake of variety, go for someone else. But I really do want to get that one anointment. What? Pilgrimage? So pilgrimage is Are there any other... I'm not doing experiment missions, because fuck those. I did say that I would be doing the gambling. So let me just go ahead and do the gambling. So what do we need to do? Scratch cards, Keno, Siralopoly. Everything except slot machines. Okay. Let's do Siralopoly first because it's potentially the slowest. Then we'll do Keno and then scratch cards. And how are we for time? 50 minutes. We'll do one more round. Gain 2 turns. What we really want is some notoriety, which we're just gonna barely miss. But we have 1 turn left. And what does this do? Skip ahead and okay, that's the end. That's the end of the line. Alright. Let's do some Keno. This is a reliable way to get at least a little bit of a pretty much guaranteed notoriety. I don't think I've ever played Keno and like not won anything. I don't know if it's possible. Maybe it's scripted so that you always win at least a little bit. That would be possible. Or maybe the odds are just that it's highly, highly unlikely that you'll miss all of the prizes. Oh, okay. We won the smallest possible thing you can win. Well, I guess the smallest possible is 0. But what we won was the smallest possible non-zero, you know, winning. So 384 is good. And it's a regular realm, so let's go into a random realm. And let's see how this goes. So I know the episode hasn't ended yet, but it's already been really good. 3 cards. I guess we've done better than that in previous episodes. Excuse me, in some previous episodes. But it's the first one where we've had this amount of like concentrated good luck. We farmed a card successfully. We got the bat card, and then we found 2 cards in random loot. Okay, so we need some nature creatures. Quite a few of them. Alright. We're doing the brownies. Get these, fuck off, there's a protected creature. Really, dude? Okay. God, this guy's so dumb. God. Not even sure how we managed to kill them. Okay, and our enemies are fused with elves. That is very good to know. That means we're probably not going to be using feign death. That is very good to know. Alright. Take you down. And go down here. Oh, Pando Shrine. Wonder if we need to find them for the Rune of Prophecies that we're on right now? We do. Okay. And you summoned a dumpling. Oh, speaking of summoning, I forgot to summon the Mogwai. I'll do that at the end. Don't even worry about it. Alright. Got some more of these. How are we for these dudes? Pretty good. I'll summon one more group, and I think that should be enough. Did you just summon more enemies, man? Come on. Alright. Take you down. Take you out. And you. And you. And you. And you. Alright. Where is the Master of the Realm? Surely not far, because we have explored a good chunk of this area. You're actually a mimic, but you're dead. You are also actually dead. That's the realm done. And in that, get this. And hit these guys. We must be close to the end of the mission to kill nature creatures. Oh yeah, we've already done it. Oh, okay, we need to kill Perdition as well. I'll do that. I'll do that at the end. God, there's a bunch of things that I have to do at the end. I've got to summon Mogwai. I've got to kill Perdition. And hopefully that's it. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. God, how cool would it be if we found the final bat card? How freaking cool would that be? To have a fourth card drop in this episode. I guess we shouldn't be greedy, you know? We shouldn't be greedy, because there are only about 400 cards, a little bit more than 400 cards to find in total. So it would be perhaps unreasonable to expect 1 whole % of all remaining cards to just fall in one episode, right? I mean, I know there have been episodes where technically in that one episode more cards were found, but those are more like the farming episodes where I spend multiple days playing and then just show you the highlights. That's not the same as finding 4 cards in one session, right? That's a totally different thing. Totally different thing. this frickin' master. Take that, take that, take this, take this. Take you out. Hey, we can hand in a key forge. Ooh. Yeah, there's a dumpling as well. Fuck off, man. Whatever. I'll go back for that guy in a moment. Let me just make sure there's nothing here. Yeah, we've gotta hunt down that dumpling. Gotta be quick about it. You know what? Let me get more bats on the field. But let's prioritize exploring the rest of the realm. Alright, let's keep on taking out enemies, but trying to hunt down this dumpling as well. Alright. And you're dead. How many levels do we get? We go from 79 to 95. That's 19 levels. I guess that's good. And we get another nether stone. Oh yeah, and we've got to get rid of the nether stones that we picked up. I didn't bother taking a picture of this one. In fact, even the one that was rarity 110, I didn't really need a picture of that one either, because those ones are going to be bottom of the list regardless, because having a trait, it has to be minimum rarity 17 to be in the realm where traits are possible. So I didn't really need to. Don't really need to bother with ones that are below that. Alright. The Arbiter Master. Arbiters emit powerful auras that strengthen allies in battle. If you wish to stand a chance against me, you'll need to pick off my Arbiters one at a time. I don't think so, man. I think I'll be fine. A bit of this action. A bit of this action. Oh, no, don't do that. Do a bit more of maybe just try this. I'll do one more. There we go. Right, now there are quite a few bats left. Since this is the final realm of the episode, let's kill all of the bats that we've summoned, and then we can head home, and then we'll have even more stuff to do when we head home. We'll have a god to kill, we'll have a Mogwai to summon, we'll have some nether stones to destroy, but that shouldn't take that long. Should not take that long. Ooh, and also, let's just make sure we're not leaving anything behind. There's no point at all going there whatsoever. Alright, you're down. You are down. A few more chances to make some more magic happen before we cap off this lovely episode. So 2 more. There's 1 more immediately visible. Hopefully the other one is close by. Oh, and I think there's 1 more bookshelf that we need to drop a book off at, right? Yeah. Well, let's do that last. Let's kill the bat first. Are you gonna give us what we need? No, you didn't, but you know what? We tried, and I'm gonna make sure there's nothing else to do. Okay. Nothing from the bookshelf, that's fine. Let's head back home. And let's start wrapping up. First things first. Start a new Keyforge. Second thing. Take out Perdition. Should be an easy fight. Yeah. Easy fight. Okay, let's just make this fight even easier by just doing a bit of that. Doing a bit. You know what? Let's have our Dreadwhite be the hero. Oh, lovely bonus Clayman. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Already past 1 million. Lovely. And there we go. That's done, and we said we'd summon a Mogwai, and we said we'd get rid of the Nether Stones. Oh yeah, we got a Mimic as well. I'm glad I checked. Mogwai, go ahead and get that. Finally, out of the Nether Stones that I took a picture of, the one that I needed the picture of was the one of rarity 238. So, got 238. This one. Another 12,000, alright. And then the other ones are just going to be at the bottom of the list. So get 1,000, another 2,000, another 3,000, another 5,500, another 6,600. So that's a nice bonus bit of piety that we've gotten. Already gotten us nearly to 200,000. So that's nice. And that number is just going to... And the rate at which we find piety is just going to keep going higher and higher, because I think we're going to be finding more and more Nether Stones, because I'm pretty sure the overall loot bonus gets higher the deeper you go. But before we end, we might as well be nice to our future selves and roll ourselves a nice bonus. Just being careful. Don't want to accidentally roll past. That would be tragic. There we go. 389 is something that I'm happy to accept. And with that, I think it's time. Well, let's first of all reflect on what we accomplished this episode. Here are some of the achievements we got, mainly just for fighting masters, I think. I don't even know if we fought any nether bosses this episode. We fought a false god, but we have already gotten all the false god achievements. We did get a nice anointment out of Saint Althea, one of the ones we were looking for, so that was pretty good. And other than that, we found some nether stones, including one with a very interesting trait, which maybe I'll try and brainstorm in between episodes to see if there's some way to fit that into our build. I'm not sure if we have room for it, but it's still a pretty good one. It's the one, I'll show it to you. It was, I think, rarity of around 410. The trait was bravely inspired, this one. When a creature is killed, all your other creatures gain 25% of its stats. If this works with Feign Death, and if this applies to health as well as other stats. The first one I'm pretty confident. The second one is a pretty big if, because a lot of these stat modification things have health as an exception. But if it applies to health, then this could be an amazing thing. I'll have to see if it does apply. I guess I could just throw it on and see if it does. There's nothing wrong with just, doing experimenting. But we'll think about that maybe next episode. So that's one thing that we found that was kind of cool. The other thing that we found that was definitely very cool was the 3 cards that dropped, including one bat card that we farmed, which leaves us only 1 card away from completing the set. That was pretty cool. We also found 2 other cards in random loot. I don't remember what the first one was, but the second one was a devil card, which gave us another handy little partial bonus. Our creatures deal more damage. And I think that just about summarizes everything we accomplished this episode. And with that, it is time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.